Sonny. Stop, man. You're driving me nuts.
Yeah, and I like hearing you do your 10,000 sit-ups. What if she's with somebody else, man?
You think by carving her name into the wall, it's gonna stop anything? It's gonna get us thrown in solitary is what it's gonna do.
What if she is, huh? That woman's looks. You know what she looks like?
What is it? Her hair smells like apples and her laugh is like a wind chime. No, you never told me, man.
Brother, you getting out in 4 months, right? You gotta promise me, when you get out, check on her, all right? Make sure she's doing okay.
You mean beat the crap out of the guys who might be hanging out with her, Sonny?
You would do that for me, wouldn't you, Trevor?
Of course, Sonny. I'll kick their asses, man.
Yes?
Trevor Cobb, NOPD.
Come on. I told them I get paid on Friday. Please don't take the car.
I'm not here about your car. I have something that belonged to your husband.
Come in. It's him. No one's come by asking about Sonny in a while.
It's a nice picture of you two.
Yeah. So what's in the envelope, officer?
Trevor.
What's in the envelope, Trevor? Because if it's more of his unpaid bills, you can just forget it, okay?
No. It's $21,250.
This is gonna be...
What a mistake. The officers that booked him were sure that he stole it, but it turns out that he won it fair and square, gambling the night he got collared.
And what? Why is it taking this long?
The storm flooded the property room, and it's just kind of taken this long to sort it all out.
You sorted it out? Why would you do something like that for me?
Before I was a cop, I was a corrections officer at OPP, and I was friends with Sonny.
Sonny was friends with the guard?
Yeah, he used to talk about you all the time. It's almost like I knew you before we even met. He was a real good man, and I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
Were you there when the storm hit?
No. I transferred out already. But when I heard that they were sorting out the property room, I went back in there and I did all the paperwork myself. I wanted to make sure that you got the money before the guards stole it. Are you gonna be okay?
I just miss him.
Yeah. Me too. Sorry, I gotta go. You take care of yourself now.
Trevor. Thanks.
Hey, this is a real breakfast treat.
She was found by the cleaning crew this morning. Mary McDonald, 34, owned and ran the place.
It's a pretty hot night spot. Who's the guy at the bar?
Bartender from last night came to pick up his paycheck, got a bit more than he bargained for.
A voodoo killer, huh? This is gonna sell some newspapers.
Yeah, just what the city needs right now. Freaking zombie on the loose.
So bartender says she was a great boss, active in the community, charitable, and not into all this crap.
You find anything else?
Yeah, there's a bloody knife, like a bar knife, over near the sink, with a bottle of rum and a half-burned cigar.
Hey, I know a ritual that uses those things. Can't remember exactly.
Wait a second. You're into voodoo?
No. Patty Sutton was back in the day. I was trying to get into Patty.
You learned about voodoo to impress a girl?
I kept kosher once to impress a girl.
How'd that work out for you?
Great. Till she caught me cheating on her with a pulled pork po' boy.
Okay, could we maybe focus here, guys?
Yeah. Look at this. 3 quick jabs right there. Same sharp angle. I don't think she struggled.
Maybe you knocked her out first.
She has ligature marks right here.
Yeah, and pinpoint hemorrhaging around the eyelids and nostrils. I think she was strangled. Stab wounds came after.
Great, so now we're looking for a zombie voodoo strangler on the loose.
No, I don't think so. This junk makes no sense. Chicken foot, glass eyeball. There's no message in this garbage. This ain't about voodoo. This crime scene's been staged.
That's why you think the scene was staged? Because voodoo is a religion?
That's right. I mean, it's not a cult that sanctions ritual killings.
I thought they sucked people's souls out and shrunk their heads to the size of acorns.
A lot of the stuff that we found on the scene are used by priests to get mounted by a spirit named Ogun.
Priest gets mounted?
Is that where Patty Sutton comes in?
Okay. Ogun possesses the priest. That way he can ask questions for help, guidance. But whoever scattered the stuff around the body knew voodoo like a hole in the ground because Ogun is used to protect people, not hurt them.
So we get nothing from all this?
Oh, the killer must have got this stuff from somewhere. And maybe you left the paper trail. I'll check the shops.
What else do we know about Mary McDonald?
She came to New Orleans 5 years ago, opened the club about 6 months later.
The financial records show she paid cash for it. For her house, too.
No mortgage? Where'd she get that money?
I don't know. Her bank statements, cards, credit report, couldn't get anything more than 5 years old.
Hey, call Henrietta, get a full history, and then send her a pound of almond brittle. Not peanut, almond.
You too? Check out the victim's apartment.
Who are these guys?
Guys are deserted during the storm. Chief Lewis is giving them a shot at reinstatement.
Paperwork's by the fridge, boys. Don't help yourself to a soda.
I heard Stone hasn't worked in 2 years. Colin's old lady got cancer a week after he lost his medical.
Well, they should have thought about that.
Ville. Got a minute? Got out of the hospital 2 weeks back. Helping you make that collar cost me 3 broken ribs, punctured lung.
Smashing up your car's all on you, Charlie. I didn't ask you to go all kamikaze.
I'm just saying that I'm better. Just in case you wanted to know.
Now I know.
Look, I'm gonna have my reinstatement hearing this week. We're allowed to bring character witnesses. I want you to be mine. You telling me that you won't?
I'm just saying I don't know what I'd say. Not sure it would help.
Look, I don't need the job, Marlon. I'm working security at the Biltmore, good hours, better pay.
So, Charlie, why are you here?
Because I'm a cop.
That's what you were.
It's what I am. I'm asking you to help me get my life back. All right. Well, you ever need to work an extra detail? I can hook you up at the hotel. You know, as many hours as you want.
If I help you with this, right?
No, man. I'm saying that you could clear an extra 10 grand, maybe 15.
This is how you're gonna play it, Charlie? This is how you think it needs to be done? Grease me and I put in a good word? No, Charlie, just go. Because this bribe window is closed.
"3 years we've been partners, Marlon. All the good times, all the bad times, all them go out the window too because I screwed up one time. You continue to stay perfect, Marlon, all right?
It's not whether I want to forgive him. It's whether I can.
Is that what you keep telling yourself?
Hey, you never abandon your partner.
Look, I wasn't a cop during the storm, Boulay, but I heard the stories about how cops took sniper fire for days, or how their daughters were being raped. Not every guy that walked during the storm should be punished for the rest of their life.
Like you said, Cobb, you weren't there.
No. I was in a prison cell, killing a man. And you forgave me. This place is sparse. Kinda like my place.
How you figure? They both got flaws?
Where you live, you got piles of stuff, right?
I got piles on my piles, so?
So you're not going anywhere. But if you were, you thought you might, you wouldn't be settled in. There's no books, there's no pictures, and there's no piles.
Hey. She paid cash for this place, right? Either she's rich, or she didn't want a paper trail.
Or both.
Fugitive, maybe. No names in the address book. It's like she's a ghost.
We're on the run, living light. Boulay. She was definitely looking over her shoulder at something.
Maybe these will tell us what. Letters. Same handwriting. Dear Mary, God, I miss the nights we spent together. Not the awful cot, just the connection we made, Mary. It only deepens as I accept that we can never see each other again. Yours always, NMH. Just initials, no signature.
There's no postmark, return address?
Just these letters.
Cop. You got an address? Got it. Love Touch just got a hit from one of the voodoo shops. Buyer's name is Sam Winston. Guy's a DJ at Mary's Club.
Mr. Winston! NOPD!
Hey, Boulay, check this out.
The lock was busted and the door was open, right?
Right.
Clear! Sam Winston! Trevor! Go! Look at the front! Rose-colored with blue shutters. Be out front!
Get on your face.
Another block. I would have had it.
I'm sorry to steal your thunder. So why the hell did you run, Sam?
I heard about what happened. How it happened, the voodoo stuff.
Which all belonged to you, correct?
I kept it at the club so I knew how it would look.
Yeah? How's that?
Like I killed her.
The bartender we talked to said you used to DJ at the club 5 nights a week. Now it's just down to 1 or 2 nights. Mary cutting back your hours could cost you some money.
I'd never hurt Mary.
Not intentionally. But if you didn't get what you wanted...
No, that's not what happened.
You just fought, it got out of hand.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. For a while, Mary and I were involved. We hooked up a few years ago. Mary was straight, but she was lonely and experimenting.
Who is NMH? You know what that is?
I don't know.
Maybe one of Mary's lovers that you got jealous of. That why she broke up with you?
No. I broke up with her. Mary had a secret. It's like she was scared of getting too close to anyone, and after a while, I couldn't take it. She always knew I was into voodoo, but she never asked me about it, and then all of a sudden she wanted to know about spells that could ward off evil. That's why I brought the stuff to the club, to summon a spell for her protection.
You clipped this article, right, Sam?
I thought it would make her happy, but it didn't.
Check out the date on this blue light. It's a month ago, right when Mary's fear kicked in.
I still don't understand what my article has got to do with Mary McDonald's murder.
Did we say it did? You feeling bad about something?
Look, man, her story was my big break, okay? Got me on the front page, got picked up by the New York Herald. I mean, you think I want to spend the rest of my life on the obit desk?
Hey, you're gonna be in the obit pages if you don't tell us how you heard about her.
After the storm, there's these rumors about a mysterious angel helping pay people's bills in Algiers. So I checked into it, found out it was true. Mortgages, grocery bills, fuel, the whole thing. I mean, here is this anonymous donor throwing a lifeline to people in need. So I poked around a little bit, found out it was Mary. I asked her for an interview, but she said she didn't want any credit.
If she didn't want the credit, then she probably wasn't smiling for the photo. So how'd you get the picture of her?
She ran a club. She's a public figure.
You're a roach, Lee. You know that?
I'm sorry she's dead. I am. I got feelings. So let's work on this together, you know? Solve her murder. We'll all benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it gonna benefit Mary?
God, I hate this part of the job. Hey, you take interviews in the neighborhood. I do co-workers and bar patrons.
What we're looking for is not in here. It's in her past before she got here.
Guys, I know why we had trouble with our Vic's financial history.
You talked to Henrietta?
Yeah, but she couldn't tell us much because...
Yeah, you gave her almond brittle, right? Not peanut, almond.
Well, she couldn't find out anything because Mary McDonald is dead.
Of course she's dead.
No, for nearly 20 years. I cross-checked her social and birth certificate. Mary P. McDonald died in a Baton Rouge factory fire in 1989.
Okay. Why does Jane Doe need a fake ID?
My first thought, witness protection. But the feds would have been crawling all over this place the moment that Mary went cold.
Social Security Administration gives new numbers to people whose numbers have 666 for sincere religious reasons.
That fits with our devil worship theme.
Hey, voodoo ain't devil worship. Was no one listening to my lesson?
We're checking that angle anyway.
What about the real Mary McDonald? Any connection there?
I'm looking into the factory fire, other Vic's living relatives, anything we can find.
Well, let's get to it. Marla, walk with me.
Yeah.
Reinstatement hearings start today.
Yeah, I saw him slink in.
I take it you're not going to speak on Charlie Pratt's behalf.
You mean tell him why he deserves his job back? Hey, he took an oath just like us, and he left me in the water. He left this city in the water.
Yeah, you're right. And we're sinking, Marla. The department's lost 400 cops since the storm. That's down 25%. And the murder rate's up 69%. I need boots, and these guys are trained, willing, and ready.
Maybe we should recruit violent felons.
There are degrees of guilt. You know it. Charlie didn't bolt with an armful of DVDs and never come back. He left for 4 days to take care of his family. You won't give him a second chance? Well, I'm leaning toward taking him back. But I got a squad to run, and I need to know if we're going to have a problem.
Only one's going to have a problem is Charlie's new partner. Because I'm just fine. What's this?
That's Charlie's file. Parts of that may interest you.
Sorry, I always forget to turn this thing off. People's guns set it off.
I don't have my gun on. Hey, Ville.
Yeah.
I think I just figured out what we're missing.
What's that?
The link to Mary's past. When I was in Afghanistan, I got hit with shrapnel. The doctor said just leave it in there. Better off.
What's your point?
The metal in those bombs has its own unique signature. If you did an autopsy on me right now, you'd know that I fought in that war. My body, it tells my story.
Ordering x-rays on an obvious death by strangulation when I've already done the autopsy. Thanks. Really, thanks a lot.
Arnie, there's a murderer on the loose.
Oh, I know. I read the papers. There's a lot of that going on these days. None of it's helping my backlog. All right, let's see how you're wasting my time.
Taxpayers' money?
You're funny. You're funny. What are you, a comedian? He's a funny guy. I liked your last partner. At least he knew how to be quiet. Oh, no. All right, this is Jigsaw Puzzle City. Multiple fractures. Collarbone, arm, cheek. You guys are definitely onto something with this.
So you're saying maybe she wasn't strangled?
No, she was definitely strangled. These are old wounds.
How old?
Moderate calcification, healed over time, maybe 5, 10 years.
That means it happened before she ran to New Orleans.
Where was she running from?
The son of a bitch who did this to her. This was a battered woman. Redid her life, and then he hunted her down. Boulay. Good. Good. Glue Boy. Good job. That was Glue Boy. He checked into that fire. Of the 53 people who died, 32 of them come up as active taxpayer IDs.
Let me guess.
All women. There's one right here. An underground shelter in the 80s out of Mississippi. Look at that. Allegedly helped hundreds of battered women escape and get new identities.
The 32 abused women who got IDs out of the fire, maybe they all knew each other.
I doubt it. The point is to stay anonymous.
Maybe they lived in the same town. Had some support group in common. Hold on a second.
What?
Research. NMH. Let me see that list. Let me look.
Right.
NMH. Got it.
No.
Nancy M. Holder.
Let me see that. God, I miss the nights we spent together. Not the awful cot. Just the connection we made, Mary. We were wrong. They weren't girlfriends.
Spending time together on cots. Maybe there was some kind of safe house where they waited for their new lives to get set up.
We gotta call Nancy Holder because she's outlined to who Mary was. There's no way she's gonna talk to a stranger on the phone who says he's a cop.
Boulay. Maybe we can talk to her ourselves. Man, there's a lot of people here.
Don't worry, cop. We'll find her.
All that she meant to each and every one of us. We too journey.
I think I boiled it down to a few possibilities based on body language.
Nancy Holder!
Well, you could do that. Despite my partner's tactics, I'm not here to blow your cover. We just want to catch Mary's killer.
If you truly love her, Miss Holder, now's the time to show it.
Mary and I met at the safe house. My first night. I just spent 20 hours on a bus. My arm was broken, my nose. We were in this abandoned bowling alley and the damn heater never worked. Mary, she knew where they kept the extra blankets.
Can you tell us anything else about her?
Her husband was a drinker. They all are. Mary used to say she could tell it was going to be a bad night if the Reds lost. I tried running. I was even homeless for a little while. He tracked me down. He was like a ghost with a fist.
Nancy said her ex would come after her whenever she ran. If Mary's ex fits the part, he probably filled a missing persons report.
She said her husband was a Reds fan? What are the odds? Ohio?
Let's call that state police. See if any reports from 2002 match our girl.
She spent 5 years worrying that her past was gonna bite her. It's not really escaping it, is it?
Don't get all moody on me, man. Ain't nobody looking for you. You don't play with matches, you don't get burned. What?
Hey, Cap, what's going on?
A woman was caught passing some marked bills from some bank robbery a while back.
It's probably just some innocent that got past a fake 20, right?
That's what we thought at first. Then some guys from the 6th tossed her FEMA trailer, found a whole mess of bills underneath her bed.
Someone's going to jail. She won't be that pretty for long. Hey, cop. 112 missing persons reports, man. All filed by husbands in Ohio in the 4 months that Mary disappeared. Wisconsin? Hey, am I disturbing you?
Huh? No, I just need a sec.
We need an hour, man. We match these file photos with our Jane Doe. We're in business.
Just give me a minute, all right? Just 1 minute.
What's going on?
Miss Gossett, I'm Officer Cobb.
Officer, I don't understand.
What don't you understand? That you're in a heap of trouble? That you were caught with stolen money? Someone's about to take a very big fall. Either you or the person you're protecting. Do you understand that?
I'm scared.
If you need anything while you're here, if you're thirsty.
I thought she belonged to the feds.
She does. Cobb convinced me to let him have a run at her.
Here's the situation. After you passed the bad 100, we found 21,000 in a shoebox beneath your bed.
And the money was stolen.
From a bank 5 years ago. The FBI is on its way down here to ask about your involvement.
But I wasn't involved. I didn't have anything to do with it.
You told the arresting officer that someone gave you the money.
Someone did.
And who is that, Miss Gossett?
You want me to tell you who gave me the money?
Yes, I do.
And if you tell me who he is, he'll go to jail for a long, long time. And we're just gonna sit here until
What's her
you tell
name?
me.
A.J. Gossett. She was married to a con named Sonny who died during the storm. Was you know him?
No. No, can't say that I do.
He was a corrections officer. He said he knew my husband, Sonny. He told me the money belonged to Sonny.
And you didn't know him?
No.
You'd never met him?
That's right.
And you didn't ask his name? You let a man into your trailer, and you never asked his name?
He was very mysterious.
She's lying.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Come on, that corrections officer's story is thinner than my hair. She's obviously protecting somebody, and she's going to go to jail because of it.
Cobb, what the hell you got going on here, man? You gonna let that girl go down for you, for your royal mistake?
Look, man, that's...
Guys, hey, I think I might have found our Jane Doe. Meet Allison Beatrice, former resident of Beechwood, Ohio, before and after. It's a match, right?
Mm-hmm. You contact Beechwood PD?
Yeah, they've sent units to the ex-husband's home and office. I'm just waiting to hear back. Oh, check this out. Yeah, what's your problem?
I ain't the one with the problem.
Okay, I see. Lover's quarrel.
He's got 3 restraining orders.
Once I had her ID, I actually did a little digging. There were 5.
His ex is Phil Beatrice. Hit her with a lamp, threw her down the stairs. This guy's a real prince.
Hello? What do you got? Phil, Beatrice is in New Orleans.
What?
That was the Beechwood PD. They rolled up on his office, and his secretary said he's on vacation. Here. The money is yours, isn't it? Stop. Don't tell me. Just nod. When Internal Affairs hauls in your sorry ass, I want to be able to tell them that you told me nothing. Maybe have an outside chance of keeping my job.
I was trying to do a good thing.
A good thing?
Yeah.
Volunteering is a good thing. Donating food. But getting involved with the wife of the man you killed? Because I assume you are sleeping with her. And no universe is that ever a good thing.
Look, I screwed up, okay? It's a messy world. The last thing I wanted to do is hurt her. How the hell do you think I feel?
Look, man, just give me some time to work things out, okay? Just stay the hell out of my way.
I told you before that if you were still a criminal, I would take you down. After this case is over, you turn yourself in, or I'll do it for you. Hotel Dick says our boy has a cabana up here. I can celebrate.
What number did he say?
3. There it is.
I'm gonna get you. You're never gonna get away from me. Put your hands behind your back.
Phil, what's going on?
Ma'am, are you okay?
Of course I'm all right. He was playing with my son. Let him up. Let him up. He's playing with our son.
Daddy, what's wrong? Daddy.
Vacation, huh? I hear that. Bourbon Street, fine food, late night jazz. Murder.
What are you talking about?
Mary McDonald.
Who's that?
You know her as Allison. Your first wife?
What are you talking about? Allison was killed in a car crash 5 years ago.
Wrong. Allison ran away 5 years ago from you because she was tired of getting beaten on.
What? That's not true.
She changed her name, identity. It was safe until you saw a picture of her in the paper and decided to come down and kill her.
Do I look like a killer to you? I sell eyeglass frames, for God's sakes.
What I don't get, Phil, is why did you bring the family along with you? Was it because you knew you need an alibi?
Maybe it was just to rub it in Allison's face. Show off your new trophy wife. Let her know that you don't need her anymore.
Look, if it is Allison and she was murdered, that's horrible. We had a difficult marriage, but if you think that I wanted her dead, you're crazy.
Crazy is killing your ex-wife and then trying to make the murders look like black magic. That's crazy, Phil.
I'm going to have to agree with my partner there. Because it's sloppy, Phil. And all of this tourist 5 and dime voodoo stuff. That makes me think that you didn't plan on killing her. It was something that just happened in the moment, and you set that up as a smokescreen.
Maybe you wanted to see that scared look in her eyes again. Just like old times, huh, Phil?
Except it was a different look this time, wasn't it? Pity, maybe. Contempt. She wasn't afraid of your sorry ass anymore, and that's what set you off.
Do you think I need a lawyer?
Cobb, Boulay. Anything?
Yeah, he's our guy, but he's lawyering up.
Hey, Cap, is the observation room free?
Observation? Yeah, what?
Well, if we can't talk to the husband, maybe we can wire it so she can get him talking.
I have a right to know what's going on. Why is my husband sitting in there like some criminal?
Were you with your husband Thursday night between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4 a.m.?
Yes. We were asleep at the hotel together.
Phil, he lost his first wife, didn't he?
She died in a car crash. Why are we talking about this?
Has your husband ever beaten you?
Of course not. I mean, we have arguments like all adult couples. Sometimes it gets a little physical, but nothing...
Physical like this? Here, go ahead, take it. You recognize her, right? It's Allison, Phil's first wife. He did that to her.
I don't believe you. Anybody could do this.
We have Allison's x-rays. Dislocations, broken bones. We know she filed a restraining order against your husband when they were married. Now, if we look through your medical records, will we find the same?
Look, Phil has a temper. It's no secret, even he admits it, but he loved Allison. He adored her. He was devastated when she died.
Did he ever get over Allison?
Maybe not completely. It's natural. I understand that.
This is Allison 2 days ago. Down here, her name was Mary McDonald. There was no car accident. Phil made that story up. She ran away from him because she was tired of being brutalized.
No. Allison lost control of her car. She had been drinking.
Your husband filed a missing persons report. Why would he do that if she was dead?
Allison moved here. A new life, a new identity. But your husband found out where she was. He saw her picture in a newspaper.
You were wrong.
The trip to New Orleans. His idea or yours?
His?
When did he mention it to you?
First week of September.
Does he read the New York Herald? Look at that. Look at that date. What does that say? September 2nd.
Miss Beatrice, the whole time that you guys have been together, he's been looking for her.
Katie, I'm only going to ask you this one last time. Was he with you every minute of Thursday night?
No. Ellen couldn't sleep. She came in and woke me up. I put her back to sleep. Phil wasn't there.
What time was this?
About 1:30. He came back around 3. He didn't know I was awake.
Shut up! Shut up, stupid bitch! Shut up! Shut up! I swear to God, I will come in there!
Come in. Hey. You got a confession from Beatrice. That was nice work.
Thanks. Cap, I got another confession for you. It's on the Gossett case.
I thought she wasn't talking.
No, it's not her confession. It's mine. She was lying to protect someone. Me. I gave her the money.
Excuse me, Cap.
What now, Boulay?
I'm afraid that this can't wait.
Marlon, it's too late. What the hell are you doing?
You told him. He's lying, Cap. He's lying to protect you.
Now, what do you...
Hey, Cobb!
You guys want to figure it out outside? What the hell is going on?
You saw me react when Cobb was interrogating AJ.
Yeah.
Because I know her.
Cap, listen to me.
Cobb! I got this.
All right, you know her. Then tell me about the money.
I didn't know it was marked. Or from a bank robbery. I found it clearing houses after the storm. There was nothing but junk, and I saw a bag, and I never saw a claim, so I kept it until I found somebody who needed it.
Come. Give us a minute. So you and this woman, you're having an affair, right? I mean, everybody needs $20,000. Why would you give her the money unless you were having an affair? And that's why you wanted to keep it a secret, not tell anybody, so Anna wouldn't find out. That girl could have gone to jail if Cobb hadn't said something.
Yeah, I know. Cobb's been on me to come clean ever since they brought her in. The Cap's kicking her. He said he's gonna tell the Fed that Sonny robbed the bank and gave her the money she didn't know was stolen. He's gonna lay your crime off on a dead guy.
He believed it then.
He thinks I'm nailing your girlfriend. And to protect your ass, I didn't tell him any different. Now I'm the one that's living a lie.
I'm sorry.
Be straight up with me, man. Who else is gonna come looking for this money? How else is this gonna bite us?
I don't know. I'm telling you, Bulo, I don't know. Why'd you bail me out?
Some things that happened during the storm have a way of living on after. I know it's not so easy to deal with that. And like I said, you never abandon your partner. You need to leave her alone, man. She's not your girlfriend, and she can never be. You hear me?
Thanks, Boulay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I left during the storm because I was scared for my family, but I know now that it was the wrong thing to do. Not because other people tell me so. My shame comes from inside, and it's so deep. I can barely look my children in the eye, especially my oldest son. Living with my decision has been so hard on my family these past 2 years that sometimes when I lie awake at night, I think it might have been better if the storm had washed me away.
Let me get a beer. One for my friend here, too.
Next round's on me.
You break them. Ain't nothing changed.